G'day and welcome along to another slow and steady video here on the channel. My name is KT and today is Trucking Tuesday. Back with Truck Driver Gold. I've been playing this game quite a bit over the last few days. Came out on Friday the 27th and it's now, well, Trucking Tuesday. And probably put like 20 hours into this game. And I want to talk about the top 3 trucks in my book that I've really enjoyed of this game. All the trucks are now completely unlocked, so we're taking a look at them. We'll also be talking about the parts to get unlocked, which is a super pain, and I've spoken to them on Discord about it, and yeah, super confusing, I won't lie. And, and then this game will then go on rotation of Trucking Tuesdays, and we'll head up north, which is super cool. But pretty much the base story is now completed. Like I said, the trucks are now all unlocked. And we're going to talk about some of my loves for this game, some of my not so much love for the game. And I mean, talking of which, what's going on over there? I don't know. Let's just start the truck up. Truck models we spoke of before do look pretty good. This is the base truck running the French livery of Notre Dame, which I think I had on the base PS4. So all we're going to do, all I intended to do for this video is go around the block. So we'll just sort of see how that goes. Truck model there, as it jumps down. It's a bit of a delay jumping off that curb there actually, but yeah, my intention is just to wander around the block. Now, of course, everyone's going to know. We're also going to do the internal view of the cab, and I don't know what to say about it. Should we go a long way around the block? Because I don't know what they're doing. You will see a lot of this in the game. So, base truck, cameras, not cameras, the mirrors of this truck run really nicely. The field of view is really nice. You can see the mirrors there if you want to back up to the trailer while sat in the cab. That all works really, really nicely. And the inside of the cab looks really, really good. Of course, we've seen this base truck. Look at that plastic there and the steering wheel with the, sort of effect. Um, I think we're coming into a yard, so that's alright. We'll spin round and we'll come back around. Sadly, you can't look out the window, which you can on a lot of truck games now. Would have been nice if they could just add that, but a nice smear on the screen there. Let's just jump to look at that dash. Dash does look really good. I've got to say, the plastic is really crisp, and as there's times this game really does looks like the traffic's moving again now. There's times that this game does look pretty damn good, I gotta say. Now, I'm really pleased it's not raining, because the rain, I covered it in my last video, needs some absolute serious work, to the point where the trucks are not even getting wet. The trucks are staying dry in the rain, and that's just unacceptable. Of a game that's been out 6 years and you're putting out a gold edition. A gold edition should really be the definitive edition, so we're just going to turn left here, pop an indicator on. A couple of people walking across the crossing. A little bit of air brake there I could hear. Here we are. And coming back into our yard. So what we're going to do is take out the second truck. I want to talk about some of the parts for the truck as well, just as we watch this bounce over the curb a sec. Lovely. So we're going to park in the garage. But yeah, look at that. Definitely looks way better, no question. And certainly, I went back to the PS4 version just for giggles, and there is a big difference. Certainly in the mirrors. The mirrors are poles apart, apples and oranges. Let's go into the garage. So that's the base truck that you'll get. The next truck that I bought is this one here. I did put, I think you can have just a 2-axle one. I went with the 4-axle because I thought it looked like a proper heavy duty truck, doesn't it? Managed to get some air horns on it. Let's just change that truck. Now, one of my questions is, as I said, I've almost completed the entire base game. And I've unlocked the XL cab, which is completely fine. But all this is, the fenders is still locked. The front sunscreens, I don't know if there is any ball bars actually. They're locked. The light bars are locked. I've got a horn, vehicle horn, that's unlocked. I've got antenna 3. That so slowly things are unlocking, but very slow, and I couldn't understand. Like I want to put some cool exhausts on the back, you know, but they're all locked up, and it's really frustrating. Let's get out and we'll talk about it. We'll just take a trip round the block. Okay, let's get this truck started up. So I really fell in love with this truck, and one of the first things I noticed, to my surprise, and I was doing this on a live stream actually, we'll just go around the block again, put some daylights on, is that you would expect those front two axles, because it's a heavy duty truck, you would expect those front two axles to be turning with the wheel, typically. I did look this up, and that is a thing normally. Otherwise, what you would have is you would have those wheels. If you were turning, they would scrub those tires within a week. They would literally be scrubbed up. Like, so if you had that in a hard lock, that second axle there, and you know, because I'm sort of okay, we can go around the block as planned now. So let's just check here. Yeah, it just started to annoy me, because obviously it's all about immersion, it's all about role play in my head. You know, this is what this channel's about, slow and steady. And we're going to jump into the cab, but that's one thing that annoyed me from the get-go. Second thing about this truck, if you're looking to buy it, please don't rain. I really don't want you to rain while I'm doing this. Never mind, I wanted it to be dry. One of the things with this one is the field of view. This is obviously the natural state of field of view. I've not touched it. I do have that little bit of a mirror there. But what you find is, if you're going to buy this truck, you have to sort of move the camera as if you're sort of pivoted towards the left in order to see it. So you're not actually sat square on the wheel. And that just gets a bit frustrating. I did a full live stream with it, and like I said, I wanted to like this truck because I wanted to see in that mirror. I don't want to put up a false mirror on the left hand side. I did try it for a while, but it wasn't very good. I didn't like it. So we're going to take a left here a second. Also found with this truck, I don't know if you can see on the dashboard, but there's no needle, like for the speedo. It does appear sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't. So we've got no speedo needle in this truck. So that's the field of view, in case you want to buy this truck. And of course, on the outside, you've got no steering. There's probably a proper word for it. People on the crossing. Come on, get out of my way. There's no steering on that second axle there. So I think we're going to turn left here and go back to the yard. Bring out the next truck that I was rocking for a while. Just watch this one come over the curb a second, hold on. A sucker for truck physics. Not the best we've seen, but not the worst we've seen either. So again, a good looking truck. It brakes so violently, doesn't it? A good looking truck, but yeah, there's a couple of things. Certainly the field of view. Let's just turn those wipers off. The field of view is really difficult in here, because the natural state of field of view is that one there, and you will find that you have to pivot slightly to the left if you want to be using that mirror over there. So on to the next truck. We spoke about the unlocks on that. The next one I did was this beast. I always want to go with the twin axles on the back. I don't like the singles. And I decided not to add the repair. I literally put it back in the garage and it was fine. So yes, so bumpers, let's have a quick look at those. All locked. So despite being an early truck, all these things are locked. So it'll be a good thing to talk about. So I went on their Discord and I was like, can you help me? I'm almost completed the base story. Like I'm up with I completed David now. And I've been through them all. And I said, how come all of this is all locked up? And it says at the top, you need to complete more missions. Well, I've almost completed all the missions, unless it's to do with these little, I after you've completed the whole game, you get like each person gives you either a long or a short distance job. And they were saying it's to do with the XP. That they read it really complicated. I feel like I want to read it out to you. So, good afternoon. Can you tell me how I unlock parts for the truck? I'm progressing through the story and I see some parts are unlocking, but it's very slow. And someone called Graphite GB. Now, I don't know if that's a dev, I don't know if that's someone just like a moderator, community mod. I don't know if that's just another gamer like me. But they did answer and they said all missions unlock based on the XP earned. The lower the mission, the lower the XP, and then the lower the RNG drop. I did ask what RNG stands for. So RNG is Random Number Generator Mission. RNG, Random Number Generator. And they go on to say that the RNG mission generator that unlocks after missions 3 and 4 of each mission giver is low, so the parts will be low. The more XP spent on give more XP skill, this is how it's written, up to 20% increase the parts drops as well. Engine parts are based on a distance driven in trucks. That makes sense to me. Engines are based on the distance driven with that truck. That's completely fine. Anyway, I said I've read this 5 times and I can't help that's super confusing. Now, I don't know who this person represents, but if it's truck driver, it's not helpful. If it's Soedesco, they put, I said it's confusing, and they said that's because it is. There's not a single factor that controls the unlocks, it's multiple factors. How high your XP passive reward is, 0 to 20 level, what mission giver you're driving, early mission payers play crap XP, what mission number it is, and better XP parking missions give crap. I just said, right, okay, I just said thank you. So if anyone can explain that in the comments much better than what I got on their Discord would be amazing. Because things are not unlocking for me despite doing the... So here we have here, look, screens, they're not unlocking. And even if we were to go back to the very base truck, bumpers. Alright, I've unlocked one. Backside, I have unlocked the fender. Alright, this is going to prove me wrong now. Still not unlocked the small antenna. We still haven't, and this is the base truck. Do you know what I'm saying? So that I don't understand, if I've unlocked all the trucks, why is the parts not unlocking? Anyway, let's go on to this next truck. So this is my next truck that I took out, and I gotta say, just to show you the field of view in case you want to buy the truck and you want to see what the field of view is like. Still bloody raining. Let's get it started up. So we'll run some daylights and let's get into the field of view. Put the wipers on. The rain is actually worse at night than what it is in the daytime, but I'm hoping that they will patch it. This is a truck that I was using for a long time. Excuse me, I've just had some trifle. This is a truck that I was running for a long time on PS4. The mirrors, the field of view, I've not touched the right stick, but I will now, just to check our... We'll quickly whip across. There's a guy crossing the road. But the field of view is nice, you know. You can see the mirrors, unlike the 4-axle truck. The dash is really nice. I love the burgundy, you know, across the dash here. And this is not a bad truck if you wanted to, you know, pick up this beast. Now, one of the interesting things, you know, I forgot to say, the 4-axle truck that we were just rocking a minute ago, the one with the 2 front axles and only the front axle is moving. Now, one of the interesting things I had about that is if you take that truck, because it's quite long, because it's got 4 axles, I was struggling to get the 100% in the parking missions. You know, like you get the parking and you get 100% for parking, because it was too long. And sometimes it would be fine, and other times I could only get 80%. I couldn't even get 90%. And then I started, trying to straighten it up, and it was just going to 70. Best I could get was 80. So do be aware if you're going to pick up that 4-axle truck that you're going to struggle to get it into the mission parking box. But not a bad little truck. I didn't put the XL cab on this one. And this is the one that I've been using for most of my PS5 journey until I unlocked the final truck, which I've got to say I've really fallen for. Look at that rain. One nice thing about the rain, actually. We talk about the good, bad and ugly on here. If I was to kill the engine, that sound of the rain on the truck is lush. Yeah. I think it might actually sound better in the bass truck, but there's aspects of this game that is very, very good. Yes, so if you're going to run that truck, be aware that you might struggle to get it parked, not due to your skill, but the fact that the hitbox is too small and that truck is too big. But it was a cool truck to drive, but it just drove me crazy about the front double axles there. Anyway, we've covered that. So that's this is the beast here. That was the other truck. Now, I've been working through, I nearly went with this one, but this one's quite small. When I was watching a video on it, and it struggles with power, especially if you compare it to the Beast, which is actually quite big. But then I got the final truck, which is, well, before you go into the manuals, of course, you got the quest. Well, that's really it. So there is no manual version of this one. So I've picked this one up, and this is lush. I've got to say, this is the a dev series jaunt. You can put an XL cab on it. We'll dive into the. It does not need a repair. I've not been anywhere with it. So you got the XL cab there. You might rock that, but I didn't want to. I want to keep it. I may do. I've sort of kept it. Should I be rocking that XL cab? Oh, do you know I will. Forget. Although I quite like the dumpy version. I'm gonna leave it for now. It's gonna leave it for now. Side skirt. So we have unlocked that side skirt. So if we just take a look at that, you can see the black plastic there. Take it away, and we've just got like the basic chrome sort of walkway on the back of the truck. So that's quite nice. But I've literally just unlocked this truck, so I wouldn't expect things to be, unlocked. We've got light bars. We've even got some beacons. It'd be interesting to see if they work. That'd be quite cool. Roof horns. Look at that beacon there. But yeah, this is the final truck. And I gotta say, we're gonna die. Oh, look at those as well. Hopefully you can add the horns. And then you can also have the antennas and maybe a light bar. On the game, it did say that there was. It shows that there's like a bull bar on the front, but I couldn't see any unlocks for a bull bar, and that'll be a bit of a shame. I do love a good bull bar. Let's leave the garage. Still raining, so I have fallen for this truck because I just think it's quite nice. I've changed the mirrors on it. I managed to unlock some nice mirrors. But it's just a quite good looking truck, I've got to say. So let's get it started. Let's jump in. Now the field of view is perfect. Well, it's sort of in between perfect, but it's good enough for me. Like, because that's all I could make. You might want to move it out a smidge, but it's yeah. I think we'll put some lights on as well. But yeah, dash looks quite good. It's a shame it's not a sunny day, because I reckon that dash might look alright. But we'll just go around the block. In fact, we'll do more than that, because this is my truck now. So we might head up to Charlie, and because he's quite local, isn't he? And we'll show him our truck. So you can see the missions that I've completed here. Charlie, we've done 8. In fact, I'm not too sure why Iona's only got 7. Why can't I get that in the middle? Uncle is 3. I think that's the tutorial. David is 8. All of David's missions are timed, and it's a pain. it's a pain in the ass. I wish they wouldn't put time missions, but you know, we could actually we could take a trip up to Iona. She's the only one that's got 7 there, so that makes sense. Let's go up to. I don't think she's too far away. Here, is that one? Yeah. Zoom in a sec. There we go. Right. So let's take a little trip. Right. So straight over the lights. It's a bloody shame it's raining, but there's not much I can do about it. But yeah, this is the top tier truck. Whether it's classed as top tier, I don't know. But it's sort of the last one that you'll unlock. And I gotta say, I think it's going to be my truck now. I think it's a nice looking truck. I know there's lots of people asking since this came out in 2019 that they wanted more trucks added to the, you know, I don't know. I don't think it's going to get more support. I don't think we're going to see really, apart from maybe a couple of patches, I don't think we're going to see any extra DLC for this. Do you? Unless you think differently. You know, hopefully they'll fix some of the AI bugs. Hopefully they will, you know, iron out some of the rain. I'd love to see, you know, we were talking about the cameras, right? So if we spoke about this before, but we've got an external camera there, and you then have to push it 6 times to get back in the cab. So the right stick has to go into the pad 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you've got you've got 3 spaces actually on this dial. So I don't know why they can't add internal and external camera on that, you know, on that quick dial. Just like these end of life improvements, you know, which really should have been standard on gold, you know, unless they want to do a platinum version, which I'm sure they don't. But no, that's pretty much it though. So this game now is going to go on rotation for me, along with all the others, SnowRunner, Roadrunner. Roadrunner? We haven't got Roadrunner. It would be very cool if Sabre did a Roadrunner and did a road game. Who knows? They've done Expeditions and Roadcraft. But no, what I mean is truck and logistics, heavy cargo, on the road. All of those go on a rotation for Trucking Tuesday, and we normally pick them up and just go through them. But gotta say, this red looks really nice on this truck, and it's nice to. I'm just chilling. Sorry, I know it's 24 miles an hour, but yeah, I'm now pretty much ready. I think there's a few other bits that I'm going to do. I want to find out how to unlock the other parts of the truck, but I'm pretty much now ready to head north. So, you know, over the next rotation weeks, we'll be jumping back on and heading north. But I've pretty much now covered this game with a first look and some afterthoughts. And, you know, I'm happy now that this can go on rotation and we can wait for patches and stuff, you know. Another crash there. Oh, that's a red light. Hold on. But yeah, it's nice to get to the final truck, I've got to say. Let's have some light. Let's have some more lights on. There you go. The truck still looks very dry compared to how it did look with the PS4. Because I remember looking at the PS4 version, because we only played it. What? Look at that rain! Bloody hell! You know, that was never like that in the PS4 version, because we only played it a month ago. It's literally on the channel, you know. Underneath the bridge. Back out again. Yeah. Look at that. You know, it's a shame, you know, we spoke about, a few people commented on the last video, and how these things are not picked up in, on a play test, you know. Yeah, I don't know. So it's 75 here, so we have got main beam on, so we'll put that down to low. yeah. How do I feel about the game? Well, you know, I'm grateful that we got the gold. I'm grateful that, you know, we got some nice little graphics on it. It's just a shame that you know, I think this is the difference. I think when you have a game developer that actually loves their game, you know, and wants the best from the game, then you're going to see the best, you know. But when you see things like, you know, you think, oh, why hasn't that been improved? Or why is that so bad? Or why is the truck dry? Or why is the rain worse on this? Or, you know, it makes you question, and this is only my opinion, of course, it makes you question, was there love in this game? Or was it just, oh, quick, let's just do this, you know, and make a fast buck, you know. Is it about money or is it about love? I guess I'm trying to say. I suppose in business it's always going to be about money, isn't it? But, you know, yeah, I don't know. So we're going to head up and see what Iona does have, because she's only on 7 and everyone else is on 8. But it's been fun. It's took me about, I don't know, about 20 hours, I want to say, 25 hours, something like that. I can't remember what it is now. To get the base story done and to unlock this truck, which is, you know, it's pretty decent, to be fair, and considering I've still got heading north to go, that's not too bad, I don't think. But no, the minute I sat in this truck, actually I'm just looking at the needles, so the needles appear to be working. I'm just looking at the fuel gauge down there, which looks to be the fuel. Sorry, I'm just looking down at a dash. It's the bottom right hand dial, and it looks to be working. Was this called a dev truck? I wonder if this is what the devs used, because it is quite a nice looking truck. It'd be interesting to know, wouldn't it? Like even that clarity with the, you know, on the steering wheel for the radio up and down and such, you know. But see, what I'd like really is to be able to take that sat nav off on the right hand side and have a sat nav on the dash. I know we're asking a lot by now, by the way, just so it will look really slick, you know, really nice. So I suppose it's these type of things, like, you know, when you hear gold, you sort of think, oh, you know, are they going to put, you know, put some sweet little touches on it, you know, that's going to be really, really nice. And sadly, that's not really happened, even with the basics like the cameras. But there we go. You know, I paid $8.99 for it, so it will go on rotation now. Like I said, on Trucking Tuesdays. We'll see how it goes until something else comes out, and then we'll drop one of the truck games off. You know, with the latest iteration of that particular title. Yeah. Right, should we put the hammer down a bit? Should we see what this baby will do? 50. Like I said, there is 3 different engines to unlock as well. That rain getting worse, and we're even on low beam as well. Put it on high. Look at that! Look at that! I mean, I can't see. It's 70 miles an hour and it's raining, but I gotta slow down. Hold on. Let's just. Oh, there we go. Low beam. So we're not far away now. Taking the right off here, so we'll just put the indicator on. Take the cruise off, and we'll just slow up ever so gently underneath the bridge. Cruise control's always been quite nice on this game. You can engage it at whatever speed. That's what I'm trying to say. So we've got a bit of a traffic jam here. There's been an accident. Yeah, I think so. Let's go around them. Oh, they disappeared. So here we are, we're going to come into the yard, not too far out now. I might stay on this camera, but yeah, I think this is a nice looking truck, I've got to say. So you can put an XL cab on it. I wonder if there's a bed behind. I'll check that when I park up. But no, I think, you know, I'm glad it exists, you know. I'm hoping that they'll just drop a couple of patches just to, you know, bring it up to that gold standard, you know. And then, you know, I guess they'll leave it, and hopefully they'll be working on something else, you know. But I just want them to, you know, to think about, or maybe as we said last time in the last, you know, video, you know, think about maybe, you know, doing a alpha or a beta, you know, where people can play it and give feedback, you know. I don't know. Anyway, let's just drive up here. So, that's a good looking truck, got to say. So we'll just jump in the cab a second. Is that a bed behind? I guess it is. It's a bit of a bed, isn't it? So I don't think I'm going to go for the XL cab on this. Let's pick up a job. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so, oh, there's a parking mission. So is this what unlocks all the parts? What is a parking mission? I was wondering if you're up to parts some of my trailers on different spots. They don't seem right like this. Will you do it? Okay, so this is new to me. I've never seen a parking mission. I don't know what this is. Attach trailer to your truck. Okay, so where is it? Let's do it properly. Oh, bugger off with my stamina. Am I really getting tired? Something now. Oh, truck's around the corner. Okay, that's fine. Shit. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna back this up. Let's do all realism. Let's do it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna head out the yard. Get some kip. So basically, I've told Iona. I said, yeah, I'll move your trucks around, but look, it's raining right now, and I need a good sleep, and I'll be back in the morning. All right. So she was happy with that. She said, yeah, it's just moving trailers around. You'll be fine. So we're gonna hang a left here. Just watch that car. Let's sit a realism in it. The realism really does, you know, take it to a new level. So we'll wing it around here. Looks like there's maybe a place to sleep, and our fuel is okay. Looks like there's been a bang up there. Look, bloody hell. So we're going to stay in realism. Can't go round. I wonder if it will clear. We'll put the indicator on and we'll try and go around it. Okay, off we go. So, is there a place to keep up here? Beautiful. So we'll pop in here. And, watch that bit of concrete there on the right mirror. Nice, we'll park up here, I think. That'll do. Handbrake on. Turn them off. Turn them off. See, again, you know, we talk about, like, you know, end of life patches and, you know, quality of life. That's what it is, quality of life. Would have been quite nice if they'd done parking bays rather than this big spinning icon, so you could pull the truck up nice, you know, so you could just park it up nice rather than in the middle of places, you know. But anyway, we'll grab some sleep. Okay, so it's early morning and I'm happy that we can just go and get some fuel. We'll have some daylight. First person again. Sorry about the kids playing outside. Okay, so we'll whip it around here. That's better. It's not raining. Look, we can see this dash, which is quite a premium dash, I've got to say. So we'll park it up here. Handbrake on. Engine off. Lights off. And refuel. Let's have a look at our gorgeous track, eh? Yeah, it'd be nice if they move some of the icons, like bottom left hand corner of the screen, you know, make it a bit slick, you know, tighten it all up, you know. Right, start the truck up, just have running daylights on and jump in the cab, let's go. Right, let's go around and pick our trailer up then. That red paint is lush, gotta say. So it's early morning. And like I said, never done a parking mission before. So maybe... Sorry, that's just Alex. Maybe that's how you unlock all the parts. That makes a bit more sense, maybe. So that would mean that the story missions unlock the trucks and the parking missions unlock the parts, maybe. I don't know. If you know in the comments, then feel free to message me. Or, you know, write in the comments, that's what I'm trying to say. So at least it's dry, it's not raining. Take a right here. Is it up here? I think so. I feel like a proper driver looking for this trailer. So we're going to come into the yard. Take a right. That's interesting. There's two trailers there. Hazards on. Attach the trailer to your truck. Which one? Alright, we'll take that. Not the one by the wall, we'll take the other one. So I'm just looking for it in that mirror. There it is. Okay, that's fine. I got it. Into reverse. Get that right hand locked down. Look for it in the left mirror. Straighten up a little bit. Then left hand down. Nice. Oh, look at that. That's sexy. Okay, connect the trailer. So park the trailer in the loading zone. Okay, so just put out the yard then, I presume. So left on the indicator. Let's watch that other mirror there with the trailer. Looks like we're taking this left here. Oh, I thought that van was coming around then. Oh, it does. I'm really pleased that they've optimized the graphics. Those mirrors look really nice, I gotta say. Right, so hazards on. Bloody hell, look how they want that parked. Now guys, I don't know if I can do this in first person. I'll have a go. We'll have a go, right? Otherwise, you'll call me a cop-out if I don't have a go. Right, so I'm just going to work it on round. This is where you want to pop your head out the window a little bit. Now, I can't see that. I'm just looking at both mirrors. I see it. Okay. Right, let's have it then. So, let me think. Yeah, looking good. Looking good so far. Oh, I'm going to lose it out that mirror in a minute, so might work that round. Wait for it to appear in this one. There you go. I'll start to straighten it up a little bit. Oh, getting confused. Now, I do have a trailer license. See it in that mirror there. That's where you're going to get your dopamine hit, isn't it? This is cool! Look how cool this is! Easy. Let's bring it round a bit. Think. 40. 80. I might take the 80. I might take it. A bit more. Oh, 100. I'll have it. Let's do it. Oh, let's just take a look at it. Come on, guys. That's not bad, eh? That's not bad. Right, detached trailer. Okay, brilliant. Start a truck again. Back in the cab. Okay. Out the yard. We've not got hazards on. Yeah, we have. Just can't hear them. I can see them on the dashboard. If that dashboard works, you know how we've filled up a fuel. So take it. I don't know if you can see. If you're gonna I could see that needle, that fuel was full down on the bottom right dial there. And if that works, that's gonna make me super happy. Just have working dials. Oh, this is going to be such fun to do for pick up and play for 15 minutes, Yeah, no worries, we'll grab that one as well. So, work it round. I've got hazards on, probably should. Right, I see it, okay. So, bear with, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to bring it round and work on a hard lock. Because it is tucked up against that wall, so... Just waiting for it in the right hand mirror. There you go. Lovely. That's the easy bit. The easy bit is taking the truck up to a trailer. Hard bit is parking the trailer with, internal. But a lot of fun though, I've got to say. Please tell me I'm recording this. Yes, we are. Okay, so we'll check right. Indicate left. So she just wanted a couple of trailers moving. That's quite a cool part of the game, isn't it? I've got to say. So left-hander here, it's back to the same place the first trailer went. But this dashboard, look at that plastic there on the door. Like Soedesco, if you're watching this, can you let us pop our head out the window? Right. So part of trailer in the loading zone. So this time it's over there. Is our other trailer still present? Or is it a different yard? Oh no, it's there, isn't it? I can see it, straight ahead. That's where we parked it. That's good, so trailers haven't disappeared. And, Right, let's think about this then. Get it nice and straight. Best. Cool, I bet some of these could be quite difficult, I reckon. Should get extra points doing it in the cab. Right. Now, can I do it a second time? Is it fluke? Is it a fluke? I still can't quite see it in that mirror there. It's because the... Oh, we're going to lose it out the right mirror. It should come in the left. There we go. Oh, that way. Hang on, think. Let me think. No, this way. Yeah, I'm going to lose it in that mirror a sec. Hold on. 90. 100. I'll take it. Brilliant. That wasn't too bad. Come on, guys. I gotta have a gold star for that, surely. True trailers, reverse step in first person. Thanks for getting the job done. So, XP 200, it's not much XP. So it's just unlocking those extra parts of the truck, which I don't know how to do. I want to get some light bars for this. I want to get some beacons for this, you know. But I think that's it for today, guys. As always, I'm grateful for everyone who pops in and watches my little videos. I'm so grateful to each and every single subscriber that subscribes to this channel and makes the opportunities for this channel, you know, even greater. I'm grateful to the community, the people that you know that do comment and you know, and it's yeah, I'm waffling now. Please just give me a kick if I start waffling. Let's knock this off and knock the lights off. But that's it. So yeah, this is the last truck you unlock. I just need to unlock the parts of the truck now, and that was a parking mission that was really, you know, really quite fun. I got to say I quite enjoyed that. You know, which took literally what, instead of, you know, running around the map, you just moved a couple of trailers, and I really enjoyed doing that. You know, sure you can do it in third person, and you know, but it's quite fun to, you know, to do it in first person and have some fun with it. But there we go. I guess I'm going to leave that one there, guys. Thank you once again for watching. Thank you for all the support and you know, all the good stuff. And I will see you on the next one. Tomorrow is Wild West Wednesday. Of course, we've got Tactical Thursday coming up on Thursday, and then Biking Sunday, and then Trucking Tuesday. This one's going to go on rotation now, so it will just rotate with all the others, and we'll be heading north, so that'll be quite cool. But from me to you, have an amazing day. Take good care of yourself. See you soon. Take care. Bye.